Jonathan Haber here with one more reason why you might be interested in on-demand work, and specifically, I want to talk to you about rideshare. And this is the idea that you don't have to deal with having a boss breathing down your neck, like that anxiety that comes from needing to always be on good terms with one person, your higher up at work, and then when you do something and something's off, and then all of a sudden it seems like you're not on the best terms, but you don't really know, and that anxiety because their opinion of you is linked to your paycheck, and your paycheck is linked to the food on your table, the gas in your car, your rent being paid, and so on, right? Is that feeling? This is a reason why a lot of people plug into rideshare, even if it's like, or on-demand work, even if it's just as a weekend thing, or nights and weekends, or going at it full time. A lot of people choose it for this reason, and this is why I chose it. My job just before I was driving for rideshare, I was a personal assistant to a millionaire CEO of this company, and she was just, this like one day she called me into her office and she said, "Build me a bookstore." And I said, "Okay." And she said, "I only want to tell you things once, and I need you to get it. Like, don't ask me the same question twice." I said, "Okay." And so I asked her questions about this bookstore I was supposed to build, and I walked out of the meeting like, what the, like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I got help, but in the end, there was, I think I sent an email with a typo in it, and she saw it and fired me just like that. It's that anxiety of like, I got to get it perfect that is why people switch over to on-demand or plug into on-demand work. What's different with on-demand work is that for the most part, your position and the continuity of your position, your job security, so to speak, is determined not by the opinion of one person, but by the aggregate opinion of all of the clients that you come into contact with. So Uber's an easy example of this. Every time you give someone a ride, they rate you and you rate them. When you're thinking about picking up a rider, you can see their rating. When they get linked with you and you get assigned to pick someone up, you can see their rating. Either person can cancel based on that rating at any time. That's one way it's used. And if you have a difficult conversation with one person and you irk them, it's highly unlikely that their one negative review is going to put you in the bottom 5% of all the reviews. So basically the bottom 5% get cut automatically. And then everyone else for the most part has job security because it's the aggregate of these opinions. Now there's exceptions to that, of course. Like if you were drinking and driving on the clock or something like that. There's those kind of exceptions, but for the most part, you don't have to stress off a single person breathing down your neck. So there's more job security, and people like that for that reason, that kind of job security. Now there's other reasons why there's not long-term job security with Uber specifically, and we can talk about that in another video, and check out their plans for smart cars and so on. But it looks like that's down the ways quite a ways. So for right now, and also with the other on-demand companies, you've got an opportunity to have an income stream that can take care of the food on your table and the rent being paid and those essential things and then you don't have to stress. Even if your boss seems like they're mad at you, you don't have to carry that anxiety of your rent depending on it. That's one other reason why people plug into rideshare, why it seems to be a pretty popular option right now, why a lot of people choose it, and why I chose it.